This is a pressure cover activity where players will basically have a target they're trying to score at on the attack, and defenders are trying to stop, and they have a chance to score the opposite direction. This builds on last week's what we did, which was to work on 1v1 in tight spaces doing pressure. This adds a secondary person of cover. So the way this is going to work is that, again, blue is always our focused people. These are the defenders focusing on defense. So we're going to have a field set up with 3 cones to indicate the attack. We'll have 2 goals. The attackers are trying to score on this goal, basically pass to the target player who's back in the line back here, whereas the defense is trying to stop them and then make a pass to the opposite area to try to score in that opposite space. The way this activity will start is that the pressure person will be in the middle of the field with the cover person deeper in their own goal. This player will pass initially to the center. As the activity goes on, you can make them pass to a different direction to then change what needs to happen. When the ball gets passed in, of course, this player then is trying to put them in a pressure situation. So they're trying to run and pressure them. And this backline person is trying to come in and cover. So they're coming up here. Meanwhile, this player needs to take a touch and then make a pass. And then they're ultimately trying to pass through this and target the next player in line to score a point. As they run, it'll look something like, or movement wise, it'll look like this: pressure coming in, forcing them potentially to their left foot, and this player reading, the cover person reading that this player is forcing them to the left and putting themselves in a position to cover more of the field. These players, of course, can activate, come into the play, and move into the space to try to create opportunities. So if the ball goes here, 2 needs to now step up, pushing them towards the left, perhaps, and 1 needs to drop in as they play, as 2 comes into the play. Ideally, a really good attacking team will always win. They got an extra player. But for some reason, the defense, let's say they make a bad pass, they score. Defense can pass the ball back through here and then score on this end. Once number 1 goes, put them at the back of the line. 2 will become the pressure point. 3 will step in. These players will all just rotate 1 cone over, and they'll work their way around the outside as they move. So you'll rotate, and then halfway through the activity, you'll flip off the attacker to the defense, so they can both work on the defensive concept of pressure and cover.